In several of Australia's big cities, hundreds rallied to show their outrage and shock at the treatment of boys at a juvenile detention centre, and to call on the government to do more to investigate what happened and hold those responsible to account. And this is what prompted people to take to the streets. Video which aired on television earlier this week showing a half-naked teenage boy restrained and wearing a hood. Other footage shows boys being tear-gassed, a guard allegedly hitting a juvenile and another allegedly being pushed. The alleged mistreatment was filmed at the Dondale Detention Centre near Darwin, where large numbers of the inmates are Aboriginal youngsters.
That's the price they pay.
Australia's Prime Minister has announced an investigation will be held into the allegations, but there have been calls for it to examine centres in other parts of the country, not just the Northern Territory.
This is one of the most brutal, racist attacks on our young people that we have seen in the recent history of this country. And what's the government going to do? Send in the redneck judge to make an hypocrisy of this inquiry before it even starts.
Reacting to the allegations, a spokesman for the United Nations said some of the children were held in isolation for several weeks, in hot or dark cells with no access to fresh air or running water, and that many are deeply traumatised. Australia's Indigenous community make up just 3% of the Australian population, but there are concerns that Aborigines are disproportionately represented in the prison population.
They've been oppressed for the whole time of colonisation by the Australian state and government, and this has continued, it's worsened.
Incarceration and brutality is the experience of Aboriginal people in this country, and the response of government is the response of the people who are committing these atrocities.
Campaigners say they'll continue to try to improve the lives of Australia's young Aborigines. A final report into what happened at Dondale is expected to be released by the end of March next year. Emma Hayward, Al Jazeera.